good value for money in the end, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember reading a quote from, can't remember who it was exactly, someone in the Roma team who described him as the MESSI of goalkeepers, and I think he's proven himself to be that, hasn't he? You know, obviously has the caveat now as he's getting older a bit of the muscle injuries that are creeping in almost.
It's only one muscle.
Annually now, yeah, the hamstring muscle. But, you know, what an absolute world-class goalkeeper he is. She finished second, was it, in the Yashin votes recently in the Ballon d'Or. Could have easily have taken top spot. Liverpool's best goalkeeper since Bruce Grobbelaar.
He's probably better than Bruce Grobbelaar. So he's probably Liverpool's best goalkeeper since Ray Clements.
Ray Clements, yeah. I mean, they're the three, aren't they, in terms of all time?
Yeah, the modern era, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Just, I think, proof that sometimes it just pays to go out and get the best one. You know, you can, and they'd had the situation with keepers in the previous few years with Mignolet and Karius and going back before that as well.
Well, Klopp used to not think that goalkeeper was that important, did he?
Yeah.
Until he realised that it actually was.
I think there's generally been a change of thinking, though, in football in general over the last decade of how important goalkeepers are. You know,
how they've always been. They've always been important. They're literally the only people on there that are allowed to handle the ball and make saves and stuff like that. It always baffles me when they think goalkeepers aren't important, because going back years and years and years and years, they always say good goalkeepers worth about 12 to 15 points a season.
Yeah, you look at all the iconic teams in the Premier League, and you always know the goalkeeper.
Well, the thing is, there's never been a Premier League team that's won the Premier League with a poor goalkeeper.
Ederson for City when they won 4 in a row. Obviously, Alisson now 2-time Premier League winner. All these top teams have always had top goalkeepers. Even when Leicester won it, Kasper Schmeichel.
I think Alisson was just different from the start, wasn't he? Do you remember he dinked that ball over Glenn Murray's head?
Yes.
Was it his first home game or second home game? He had made that error at Leicester, hadn't he?
Yeah.
Perhaps just before that, or around there, and so you were a little bit like, oh, okay, what we get into here? But even with the errors, and he still makes some now. Even with the errors, you know, you've just got to think how many points he's saved them over the years, how many trophies he's won them over the years.
Has there been a better goalkeeper one-on-one?
No, I don't think so. No, it's uncanny how often he seems to come out.
You can almost see it in the face of the opposition player running through. They're like, oh, hang on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is that he does specifically. I'd love to hear a goalkeeper coach's take on how he handles those. But yeah, I mean, you mentioned there about these sorts of individual mistakes. You can almost forgive them every now and again because they're not technical mistakes. You know, you'd be a bit more worried if he's making more tactical errors that might only be smaller things.
Are we going to talk about the goal as well? At West Brom?
Oh, the goal at West Brom. I was there.
Were you there?
I was there, yeah. I was there. Thought Nat Phillips had scored at first before I was tweeting it. It's like, I can't. Oh, he has. Oh, my God. Yeah. It was funny.
Absolute textbook, wasn't it?
It was literally, and it was like Liverpool's last game and the last goal of that lockdown era as well. So what a way to sign off. You know, it's almost, I'm not saying it was worth all that traipsing around empty stadiums for me and Paul, but it was quite funny. Like,
yeah, and he thought it was very sort of poignant how he sort of dedicated it to his dad, and he passed away a couple of weeks earlier, and what a remarkable moment that was in recent Liverpool history.
Well, also, if he doesn't score, they probably don't qualify for the Champions League, then they don't get to the final, and then it kind of everything goes on from that. So he was, in that sense.
This is the Blood Red podcast from the Liverpool Echo, giving you the inside track on all the big talking points from Anfield.